It's showtime.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in.
We're gonna give it a couple of minutes to let some more people come in. We see two people are in.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in.
We're gonna give it a couple of minutes to let some more people come in. We see two
That's
people
where
are
it's
in.
echoing, huh? Welcome in.
Yeah, I hear it
Somebody,
too.
Trisha.
We're gonna give it
Somebody has a radio on in the background.
oh.
So you in the
I
chat. Okay, Toya was in the chat and she left it playing.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
oh.
see one person, Miss Carmela. Hey, Miss Carmela.
Hi, Carmela. How are you today? Thank you for joining us.
I hope you enjoy the show.
Yes.
We'll give it a few minutes. We just have one
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
We could wait a little bit. It's okay.
hmm Y'all gotta forgive me. I got a headache because I was
Boo.
dealing with gangsta emoji today. Oh
oh,
my god. Yeah, that's the biggest headache that I have. Not playing. Yeah, he was
Okay,
harassing
somebody
me.
else is here with us. Hey.
I see. I see. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Come on in. You know, the first thing I thought about was 227 when they was on there talking about girl chat or girl talk.
Uh-huh.
Toya, do you remember that? I know you're gonna be like, there she go again, talking about somebody age.
I no, I
I
don't
really
remember.
don't remember it either. I'm just agreeing.
Oh Lord. I can't. I'm gonna pray for both of y'all. We got 8 people. All right. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, ladies. Welcome.
Welcome in.
So this is going to be our first episode. Um, this week we really found it necessary to talk about mental health as women. I'm not sure how many of you guys seen that Miss America actually had fell to her death. Um, and so that sparked up the conversation and the need and the desire to do a girl chat. Now I'm gonna butcher this baby name. So Toya, what's the baby name?
Wait, what baby?
Miss America. What's her name?
Oh, Chesley Christ. Is it Chesley Christ? The last
Chesley
name?
Price. Okay, because I always call her Chelsea. Y'all forgive me. I don't know why, but I call her Chelsea. So that brought up the need to go ahead and have this conversation, a one-on-one conversation. Um,
I think it's
with
needed.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. So we'll go ahead and get into this discussion. Like say this week we're gonna be talking about mental health. And so I don't know how many people have experienced any type of mental health problems, but we definitely need to talk about that. I've had to endure mental health problems from family members, and it's not an easy situation. I've actually lost a sibling to a mental health problem, and so um, I sympathize with anyone who suffers from depression, who suffers from bipolar, anything along those lines, because it's not easy. But we just want you guys to know that you can reach out anytime and ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. That's the
Yes.
main thing. So I'm going to turn the floor over to Toya for a moment. So Toya can talk to us a little bit about anxiety and different things like that. And then we'll go from there.
Hi everyone. Well, first I want to say thanks for having me on this panel. Like this is very, very important to talk about, especially like I've seen actually on myself, not just Miss America, but also one of the content creators that I watch was very open about depression and like suicide. And she took a month off. And when I was watching her, I was just like, wow, like more and more people are starting to come out about it. And then on my personal channel, for those who don't know, I do have my own personal channel, Latoya Brinson, and my name is on the screen. I am very open to about anxiety and depression and things that I go through or that I have gone through and things that help me with anxiety and even panic attacks. So for me, I don't want to dive too deep, but even when I was a little child, like I knew something was like different about me. Like I always had like a sadness. However, I also had like traumatic events and stuff like that. And as I got older, I would reach out to my mom and say, you know, I feel like I need help or therapy or whatnot. And unfortunately, at that time, she would not be open to it. She'd be like, well, what's wrong with you? Why do you need help? Or like, you're in the military. Like, she would kind of like dismiss it, but not realizing like I have gone through things that really impacted me with self worth, low self esteem, low confidence, and stuff like that. And that carried into my 20s. And so it wasn't until I actually separated from the military in 2020, that was my breaking point. It was just like everything just kind of bubbled, came to a head actually when I met DeMarcus. So he saw me with the breakdowns and stuff because I knew I needed help in my 20s and I didn't do what I needed to do. And then that stuff just bubbled up by force. And so once we moved to Las Vegas, that's when the anxiety hit me full on. That manifested into panic attacks where I had the racing heart, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, like all of that stuff. Like I literally felt like I was dying. And that was when I was like, I need to go to therapy, you know, because I knew what the issue was. There were so many different things that I didn't know how to cope with growing up. And then finally it was like, no, you're going to deal with this. Otherwise it could take you out. So when I started therapy, it literally was kind of like the gateway to healing. And I also seek other things. Like I recently did a video on my channel about cold therapy, which helped me during like panic attacks and stuff like that. Working out was a way, I guess, in the past helped me with anxiety. But when I had stopped working out, I noticed a big difference. So there were little things that I did. And even last month, my 30 days of meditation really helped me to monitor and observe my thoughts so that those negative thinking or that negative mindset, it really helped me zone in and be like, okay, no, you gotta stop that in its tracks. Otherwise you can go down a deep, dark hole, you know, and you can turn it around. So I did little things that I needed to do to help really save my life. So that's just a little bit about what I dealt with anxiety and panic attacks, but it did stem from trauma. You guys that watch me on the Ewing family channel know that I have been a little bit open, or a lot open, about finding my biological father, not having my biological mother. There have been other things. I have been violated. So I've had a lot of different things that really led to like depression, anxiety, all of that stuff. And it takes a strong person to admit that I need help, and it's okay to get help, you know, because I feel like in the Black community, people think you should just pray it away or there's nothing wrong with you. And I'm a big advocate for getting help and admitting it, that you need help. It is okay to admit that you need help.
Amen.
I was going to say that too, you know, in the Black community, it's really, people they frown upon those that want a counselor or those that want to go to therapy, and I feel like more should be open, with saying I have a problem, can you talk to me about this? Or instead of just holding it in and then you end up committing suicide or, just, having those thoughts to where you want to kill yourself or you want to do something bad, So I definitely think that it's okay to open up and to share those feelings. And I think more Black people should come out, and say, I'm suffering from something, instead of just trying to hold it
Yeah.
in because we all know we carry the weight of the world and we try and do so much, but you have to understand that taking care of you first is your number one priority. Because if you don't take care of you, then you really can't take care of anyone else.
Yeah.
That's so true. I know for me, what I dealt with my brother, it was a difficult situation. I'm gonna try my hardest not to cry through this show, but
You can
um,
cry.
I always cry every time I think about him. He actually had told me over and over again, he just wondered why he was so different from the rest of us. And he couldn't understand that. Like his mannerisms, his thought process was completely and utterly different from us. I remember at about, I had to be maybe 6 or 8 years old, and he had contacted my oldest sister and said that he was just tired, he wanted to give up, and he was going to kill himself. Um, and my sister told him, no, I'm on my way. Where you at? And I remember us driving, and I looked up, and it had to be nothing but God because I looked up and I seen him climbing a highline pole. Um, he was going to electrocute himself and just fall to his death from the highline pole. Um, Fortunately, my sister was dating a gentleman at that time who actually was working for the power company, and they were able to cut off the electricity before he could even reach the top. And he did not commit suicide at that particular point in time. But if you don't get help, it's something that can manifest and continue on and will affect you. So it is important that we all know that it doesn't matter what color you are. When you need help, you need help. And say that, don't be afraid, don't be embarrassed. If one person doesn't listen to you, don't stop there. Go to the next person, because we all need help at some point in time in our lives. And rather than end it all, know that you're worth it. Know that you're worth being here on earth. God put you on this earth for a purpose, as Miss Linda says, on a daily basis. And so that's why we decided to do this. We just wanted everyone to know that your life has meaning. And we just want to give you a chance and an opportunity to speak any given point in time that, hey, your life has meaning. And if you need us, we're here. If we just here for 15 minutes or 5 minutes just to make sure that we do a health and wellness check on everyone to make sure that y'all are good, we want to extend that olive branch to you guys and let you know that this platform is open to you at any point in time. You can contact us. We'll be more than happy to talk to you. But your life has meaning and it has purpose, and you have to know that.
Yep, I agree.
That's
So,
so true.
I personally don't struggle with like any mental health issues, or depression or thought, suicidal thoughts or anything like that. Thank goodness. I think I have, you know, I don't know. I think I have like a pretty strong foundation, in the Lord that kind of helps me to stay, sane. And then, my family, of course, but I feel like it's important that you all know, that you have someone in your corner, me, Toya, Lita, we all are here, Auntie Bon, any one of you guys that have, any, thoughts of hurting yourself or, you just have a bad day and you want to talk, please reach out. We definitely are here for you. You are not alone. So please don't ever feel that way.
definitely.
And thank you all for being here. I just want to say that, I see you all in the chat. I'm chatting as Gangsta Emoji, just so you guys know, but that's me in the chat.
So thank you,
And
Auntie
he is a good
Vaughn.
person.
I see Auntie Vaughn. I see Carmela. I see Miss Scorpio. Hey, Neat. I see Glenn. I see Jay Breezy. Just welcome to you all. If I missed anyone, like I say, welcome.
Your favorite couple. Hi.
Yes. Hey, your favorite couple. We'll put the number on the board. Give me just 1 second. So if you guys, are you in the office, Miss
Yeah.
Mo? Okay.
I am. Let me put it up.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
So if you have, thoughts, or if you want to just call and talk, you are more than welcome to call and talk, and then we can try to help you, like I say, any way that we can. But just know that
that's me, Lita. I'm actually making sure the ringer was on.
No problem. But we love the support of the men as well.
We do.
Now, every now and then, they may be the reason for a mental health breakdown, because I've seen some of us have to wind up on Snap because they be making a snap, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh, I almost had a moment this morning. I mean, not this morning, this afternoon with your husband, Miss Moji. Lord have mercy.
Y'all two, boy, I don't know what to say about y'all two. Woo.
We fight like cats and dogs.
Don't you?
And Toya was in the middle, and all she could do was just laugh. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Y'all are hilarious.
Yeah.
Please call in. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Let me see how to do this. Okay, hold on. Just wait 1 second.
Okay.
Oh. Hi, just one. Thank you for calling. Just 1 second, okay? Let me figure out. Girl, Lita, why I don't know how to work this phone? Oh, I ought to be ashamed of myself. Okay, wait. There we go. Okay, I think we can hear you. Is this Carmela?
Yeah, this Carmela, Miss Moji. Yeah, I used to suffer from depression a long, long time ago. And I had suicidal thoughts, but I prayed to God about it.
Yeah.
And then plus I got help. Yes, I did.
That's good. I sure am glad.
Yes, I'm telling you, it was a long time ago before I moved to Florida.
Oh.
And when I moved to Florida, I got this my best friend, he's a guy, and he helped me through it too. By the grace of God, yeah. But I used to have suicidal thoughts, but thank God, I didn't go through with it.
Yes, that's so good. I'm glad you didn't either. I enjoy you, being on our channel. I enjoy, you always commenting and just, your presence. So we definitely appreciate, you. We just want you to know that, and we are here for you anytime, if those thoughts ever come back or whatever, you just want to say, I just want to talk to someone, please call us. We are here for you, okay?
Oh, yes, and I talk to Lita all the time. I talk to Lita. Yeah, I be talking to Lita.
That's so good. She's amazing, ain't she?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, y'all have a good day.
Bye, honey. Thank you for calling. You have a good day, okay? God bless you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Now, I don't know about every location, but I know where I am, they have a center for mental health. And so my niece had mental health problems.
Oh, we got another call, honey. Hold on 1 second. Hello.
Hi, good evening, nieces. It's Auntie Vaughn.
Hi, Auntie Vaughn. Thank you for calling.
The first thing I just want to say, this is so awesome. I love seeing this. I commend you all for what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's awesome.
Thank you. And we appreciate you being here, and you are definitely, one of the strong ones within the group. So we thank you, for just your presence as well. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you all so much, and thank you all.
How you doing, Miss Vaughn?
To be a part of y'all circle. Hey,
well, how you doing, Miss Vaughn? Hey, what's good with you?
Sherry,
how you doing?
I'm
Kristen.
good. I'm blessed, especially with this platform. I
Thank you.
just wanted to share that 3 years ago was the first time I went to a therapist. And I promised myself that was going to be a part of my wellness, of my health. Because we go to the doctor for everything else, but we never take care of our mental health as Black people. And then let me say this too about prayer. And I thank God for my pastor because he teaches us as ministers. We can do spiritual counseling, but we're not licensed to do mental health. We can't sit and think we're licensed and went to school to, because that's a health thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have the spiritual part and we have the natural part.
Right.
We're not licensed to take care of no one naturally. So, but with that being said, when we know Jesus, he was 100% man and 100% God.
Yeah.
And while he walked earth, he had an inner circle. So it's very important that we connect with people. Just like you all were saying, we have to stay connected with someone. And I used to be one, and I'm going to get off y'all line, and I don't want to go on too long. I used to be one that was so independent, so into myself. I don't need no friends. I don't need nobody. But the day my mama died, it was so much going on in my family. It was so much, and that's what led me to therapy. It was so much going on in my family, so much going on with me, that I laid in the bed. I was so depressed that I said, Lord, you could take me and swallow me up in this bed. That's just how I felt. That's just how I felt.
Wow.
And then God just hit me with somebody, and I went through a therapist. That was in 2018. I went through a therapist, and I'm telling you, it's part of my overall health. It's an annual part of my health to check on mentally as well as friends as well. So y'all keep doing what you're doing. I love y'all. Be encouraged, everybody. Be encouraged, and we are here. We're here.
We love you. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry to hear about your mom. I know I couldn't imagine. I talk to my mom all day. Sometimes she probably like, why is this girl calling me again? So I couldn't imagine. My condolences to you. But we definitely appreciate you. I just want you to know that. And certainly, just keep being strong, and I agree with you, definitely. I agree. God to me, is my go-to, like if I ever, have a day where I'm just like, oh, I'm tired of work. I'm tired of whatever, I bow my head, and to me that helps me a lot, and I think, it's important that, that we put that out there, that it's okay, to use prayer, right? It's okay to reach out to God. It's okay. If you feel like you don't have no one else, you have God. Please believe that, and he will not leave you, nor will he forsake you, right?
Amen.
That's it. You have to be well-rounded. That's why Jesus, he taught us the example, how to live here on earth. It's not easy. He went through the things he knew we were going to go through. And like I said, he had an inner circle. He had that inner circle. He had Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Them was his go-to people when he wasn't ministering. That's where he hung out. Those were his friends.
Right.
Someone he can relate, on the natural side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we need it. We need the spiritual and the natural. We have to be well-rounded. We have to be well-rounded and take care of all areas.
Yep.
All right, my love.
Bye, honey. Thank you. Okay.
I'll be hanging out in the bushes.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
So, Auntie Vaughn, we thank you for calling in. Truly appreciate you and Camila calling in. I was saying, they do have mental health services in the area that I'm at. I remember taking my niece to mental health services, and they actually have counselors on hand, and they make you go through drug screenings. Now, being that some people have mental health, they self-medicate, and they feel it necessary to, to take drugs just to cope with what's going on from one minute to the next. But you also have to be aware that when you start utilizing drugs as a coping mechanism, it gets to the point where it can actually be overwhelming and you use them in the wrong mannerism, and it can cause you to hear voices. It can cause you to hear things. I am a person who is extremely sensitive to medication. And if you want to see me have a breakdown, baby, you give me some medicine, some type of prescription medication. I cannot tolerate the dosage, so they have to give it to me in the smallest form possible. I have to get it tested on my skin. That's just how sensitive I am to medication. The regular liter, and the medication liter, baby, is totally different. You be thinking I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you give me a prescription drug. I do not do well with prescription drugs. So I can only imagine if I had to self-medicate with cocaine or marijuana or something like that. I think I would yeah, exactly. I think I would lose it. But as Auntie said, it's okay to go to a therapist. Some of us feel like, we can't go to our parents or to our siblings because we're going to be judged. But there are places that are available that you can go to, and no one ever has to know that you went to get help. But just don't be afraid, ask for it. Like I say, here we have the Center for Mental Health, and they will do drug tests and everything like that, but they will provide you with a counselor, and you can actually speak to that counselor at any given point in time. They have a social worker kind of that comes out on a weekly basis. They spend time with you. They ask you questions. They help you in regards to getting like apartments, getting furniture, different things like that. They help you with your SSI. You name it, they do it. So I just want to put that out there. If you don't know what's out there, make sure you guys are aware. Trisha, she says, I see a therapist for my eating depression. It gets worse after my late mom passed away, and I've been stuck on depression pills ever since I was 13 years old. I pray for you, Trisha. I know that we've talked before and you've had some tough times in regards to your childhood. So my heart goes out to you. Just continue to pray. And if you guys aren't a religious person or have a religious foundation, please, by all means, like I say, don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call, myself, Miss Moji, Toya. We'll sit with you. We'll talk to you. You don't have to worry. We're not going to beat you over the head with religion or anything like that.
Right.
We just want to love on you and let you know that everything will be okay. And I think that's the most important thing. A lot of people feel like you're going to get beat over the head with religion, but we would definitely not do that to you.
That is very true. We will not.
I do have a resource for anyone who's in the military, has military background, or even knows anyone who's in the military and could be struggling or is struggling. Military One Source, you can Google it. You can do a live chat. It's 24/7. It's confidential help. I'm gonna be honest. I wish at the time that I knew I needed help that I used that, and there were so many times that I would get close to it and I didn't. And so that is one resource for anyone who is in the military or has military background. Just kind of throwing that out there. It's Military One Source.
Okay. I actually have to look because I don't have access to the military, but I am a federal agent and a retired federal agent, but I have access to the OPM. So once I go through my resources, I can provide you with a telephone number from the OPM where they actually allow you guys to contact them 24 hours a day normally to as well talk about whatever is going on. And then Miss Moji has put the suicide prevention number. I'm
Yes.
assuming. Okay.
And if you actually Google suicide prevention number, it actually has an option for a chat too. So if you don't feel comfortable actually talking to someone, then you could chat as well. So that's something I just seen here.
Yeah. Now, remember, it is so important that we need to check on our loved ones because you never know what anybody is going through. With Chesney, her family said that she seemed fine, that, the mom said she had no idea that she had anything wrong with her. And the only thing that she did was left a note that said she wanted to leave everything to her mom and then jumped from 29 stories. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. Here it is. People are looking on the outside thinking she has such a perfect life. Like, she's Miss America, she's a lawyer, but sometimes the pressures of the world do get to you. And when you're being strong for everybody but yourself, it will overwhelm you and it can consume you. So don't always assume that the person who you believe to be so strong doesn't need help, because we all need help. And even though we may give off that illusion, we still need help.
And I would say as well, us ladies, stop trying to carry, everything on your shoulders. Stop trying to do every single thing. I know I was like that when I met my husband. He got sick of me. He said, stop trying to do everything. Sit down somewhere. Learn how to rest and love, because that's all I was used to. I was used to carrying everything, doing everything, trying to be, just this superwoman for every single person, So you have to make sure that, you just, stop trying to do so much. Just simple as that, take care of you, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I want to piggyback off of what Miss Moji was saying. I think we've all have been there, but with this particular YouTuber that I mentioned earlier in the live, who was very open about struggling with depression and suicidal thoughts. Luckily, she does have a support system. She's very close to her family, and her sister had said to her, this year 2022 you have to be selfish, because this YouTuber, she took off, she blew up on YouTube, on social media and stuff like that, providing content or analytics and stuff like that, like to help people grow and all that. And so when it started off, that pressure weighed on her to where she said she lost herself in her job, in her work. And when it finally started to bubble over, and also her relationship went to garbage, and it was just a lot. She focused so much on other people that she depleted herself. And I was kind of realizing with myself that, like, sometimes that could be the start of depression, anxiety, all of that, is that you don't pour into yourself. You don't put yourself first. Don't be selfish. And I kind of was saying to my fiance, like, I hate that people say like being selfish is a bad thing. Actually, a lot of us need to pour into ourselves so that we don't deplete ourselves to the point where we don't feel worthy or anything like that, and you just want to give up. There's nothing wrong with it. And I can say for myself, like, I was that type of person where I was here, there, and everywhere for other people, that it was like I didn't even exist, And now I'm in my 30s, and y'all are seeing me like build myself up, find myself, because I didn't do that. So it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to take care of your mental, your spiritual, your emotional, and your physical self. You have it's important. And I mean, all of that. Like, we don't talk about the mental health as if it's important, but it's actually one of the most important things. So.
Oh, that is so true. I mean, even if you just have to call and ask someone, if you have kids, hey, can you watch these kids just for a few hours? I just need time to myself, just for a moment. Do whatever you have to do so that way you don't experience a breakdown, because when you going through something, your kids go through something as well.
Mhm.
It affects them. And so you have to be the best you that you can possibly be for your
That's
children.
that's
You
right.
know,
You
and if
know,
you
a few
go,
years back, well, not a few years back, but before I met my husband, I was a single mom with two boys, and I worked two full-time jobs. I worked at T-Mobile, and then I would get off and go to a nighttime job and take care of a little elderly couple, that I was there for 12, 13 years before they passed, and I would take my kids there. But, oh my goodness, I remember back then, where, I did not know that, I was stressed, right? I did not know that, like I had, like I felt overwhelmed, right? I didn't know it because I was so used to doing everything that I felt like it was normal, right? So sometimes we have to step back and we have to look and we have to say, am I okay? Right? Like you have to actually do like that wellness check on yourself. You have to do that self checkup to make sure that you are good because sometimes we get so used to going through everyday day-to-day life that we do forget about ourselves, right? We forget to pray, we forget to to eat. Sometimes we forget to drink our water, we forget to do things that help us to stay well. And it's very, very important, like I said, that you take care of you. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, that's so true because
Ooh, protect your peace. I love that. Yes, I say that all the time.
it will manifest into physical like ailments. Like I had mentioned before with the my heart racing and stuff. Like if you do not take care of yourself, your body will start to shut down.
Yes.
mm-hmm,
Seriously, and it gets scary. Like I can't tell y'all how many times in Las Vegas I literally thought I was dying. Like it was the scariest thing. And then like it would pass and it as like I'm here in Houston and I'm doing more research. Yeah, if you don't take care of your mental self, like your body will start to shut down on you. It's the scariest thing.
Yep.
yeah, it definitely will shut down on you. Now, ladies, don't just think that mental health is something that, oh, you grow up with. Mental health can, like Miss Moji say, come from stress. You
Mhm.
have overloaded yourself with so much stress, um, and that can cause it. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Good Times when Florida lost James. The kids was wondering, like, why hasn't she cried? They couldn't understand why she hadn't cried for the loss of her husband. And when everyone was gone, I still remember this to the day because this is my favorite part, and don't laugh at me because I'm finna do this. When everybody left, she was like, damn, damn, damn. And she just threw the glass down. It just had gotten to her at that particular point, and it just was a alleviating process to be able to drop that glass and just release, to let her emotions flow, to cry, to be able to say, um, what was going on with her at that point in time. It gets scary. It gets extremely
Mhm.
scary.
Yep.
So Auntie Vaughn said, yes, I suffer with anxiety too. It feels like you're dying. I kept going to the emergency room and they couldn't diagnose me. I was 18. Um, I know one of the questions that Trisha Bryson wanted us to talk about previously was about our parents not listening to us. Um, and that's a big thing that so many of the parents don't listen when we say we need mental health, because it has been one of those things where psychotropic drugs and the mention of psychiatrists in a Black community definitely has not been something that has been welcoming. Um,
Right.
but if you need help, you need help.
Yeah.
And so if a parent doesn't help you, look for the next resource. Don't just give up because a parent, they might not have gone through what you've gone through, or if they have, they were shunned away as well, and they don't know how to help you. So sometimes you got to help your parents help you. And you just got to say, no, I'm sorry, I need help. And you got to listen to the cry. Because like I said, with my brother, I heard his cry, but I didn't know how to help him. And he told me over and over again, he just could not understand why he was so different from the rest of us. And the day I lost him, I lost a big part of me. And it's not a moment or not a second that I don't think about my brother. And it hurts. It hurts so bad because I always wonder, could I have done something differently? Is there any way that I could have reached out to him and helped him? Which is why I took it upon myself to help my niece, which is his daughter, to try to help her as she struggled and went through mental health problems. She has sliced her wrist before, trying to just end it all. I mean, deep, very deep, to the point where she still has the scars on her to this day. But like I say, it's never too late to get help. And even the toughest person, always remember, even the toughest person can be going through something. Like I say, the young lady, Chelsea, her mom said she didn't see that. She did not see any signs of suicide. All of her coworkers said the same thing. Like, she was just her happy, normal go-lucky self. And then to hear that happened was heartbreaking. Like, no one knew it. No one suspected it. So not only check on the family members who you think that need help, but check on the ones that are strong too, because they carry the weight of the world on their shoulder, like Miss Moji said, and they could possibly just simply need you more than you would ever know.
I want to say this too. If you have kids, make sure you check up on your kids. A lot of times kids don't know how to communicate. And a lot of times, they try and hold everything in if something is bothering them. I know my kids probably are sick of me, because I'm always down there. They're like, what's going on? Are you good? But check on your kids. I remember my little sister, she's probably like 15, 16 years younger than me. But she used to slice her wrist, and she used to like do all of this. And my mom would say, oh, that girl's just crazy, like, but I feel like something really was wrong, and I thank God she's still here with us. But it is very important that you check on your kids, check on, your cousins, your family members, just check on them too to make sure that they are good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And like I say, if you don't have that type of relationship with your kids, make sure somebody does, where they don't mind coming to you and talking to you and letting you know, hey, what's going on. But I have an open communication with my child as well. I'm like, Miss Moji, I'm gonna be all down your throat because I want to know what's going on, baby. Before you go to anybody else, I want you to know mommy is always here and mommy will be willing to listen. I don't care what it's about. It can be a stick of gum. I can sit there and laugh and talk about the stick of gum all day long if that's what's important to you, because whatever is important to my child is important to me, and their opinions and their thoughts, it matters. And that's the main thing that you have to let people know, that your thoughts matter. They definitely matter. And so it's all about acknowledgement and letting them know that you heard them. Even if you have to repeat what they said, regurgitate it and say, I heard you say this. And if you don't have that relationship with your child or with your mother, by all means, go to therapy and try to fix that relationship. It's never too late to fix a wrong. And it starts with us. We know more than anything what's wrong with us, but we have to be willing to express it and to state it and to say, I need help.
Oh, go ahead, Lita.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Auntie Val, my kids are the same way. Boy, do they tell me too much. I be telling them sometimes, please, like, I am your mom. Oh, I know, but I am happy that we have that relationship. I'm happy that, that they feel like they can come talk to me. I never want them to feel like, like they can't come talk to us and tell us something is wrong. Do not please just do not push them away and say you good, be strong. Sometimes kids don't know how to be strong. Sometimes kids don't know how to communicate. It's up to us to be able to get it out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the statements that I've been hearing over the past couple of years, like on my like healing journey, is that it's okay to admit to yourself that you're not okay. It is
Mhm.
okay. Like that is where the journey to recovery is
Just a
going.
moment. I'm so sorry. Let me answer this call.
Okay.
Thank you for calling in. Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say a couple of things about some of the stuff that I've done because I know you guys said therapy, but there's a bunch of stuff besides therapy.
Right. Yes, talk to us, please. Is this Rosie?
Yeah, this is.
Hey.
I mean, and I've gone through like there hasn't been. There's not much that I haven't gone through. I mean, I'm not like this anymore, but I mean, there was a time where I really struggled with like suicidal thoughts in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm driving and I'm going over the river and I'm like, and I would think about just like pulling off and like just going into the river and all of a sudden my arm would just pull the wheel. And I mean, it was really real. And the kids would be like, what happened? I would be all like, oh, nothing happened. It's fine. Because I was really struggling with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't a joke.
Right. What are some things that help you that could possibly help, those that are listening?
So, I'm like a very religious person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it's God 100%. But I also, on the worldly perspective, I also did the therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to make it more Christian because it's like, oh, well, we're not supposed to need therapy, but what if I do Christian therapy?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I tried to do that, but you know what? Like the traditional therapy, no matter who I went with, didn't work very well for me.
Okay.
Because on the most part, I was on the same level with the therapist.
Oh,
so
okay.
it was very hard for me to actually receive anything from a therapist that didn't have anything for me.
Right. Okay.
So I started looking at other ways. I was listening to Family Life Radio, and they would have just different things and different topics and stuff like that. And one of them was like, there's statistics talking about treating yourself, like, making it a point to put yourself first. So in the middle of the day or at a convenient time, you're just gonna go get yourself a Starbucks, or you're gonna do something that makes you feel better, and you just did it for yourself. Okay, because we're always being consumed with everybody else, especially if you got kids.
Right, that's true.
To forget that you just need to sit down somewhere and take a few minutes and do something for yourself.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much for that. That is right. Take a moment for yourself, take a walk, go sit at the park, go out to eat and sit in the car for a little bit if you have to, just by yourself. That is definitely a good one.
Yes, like all those little things that you do for yourself, it makes a difference. I mean, I even used to go outside and just sit in my car and listen to the radio.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yes. Thank you so much for that information, and thank you for the advice. We appreciate you. All right, honey. Take care. Bye.
So one of the things that I wanted to say is that a lot of times some people shy away from going to psychiatrists because of the fact that they give out psychotropic drugs. Now, these psychotropic drugs can alter your whole demeanor. It can even get to the point where it will make you so sleepy, or that's all you basically want to do. So you start to lose your identity, and that becomes a problem for a lot of people because it consumes you. Um, I've watched people experience this and endure this. That was one of the things that I dealt with my brother. He was on the psychotropic drugs, and although it helped with the suicidal thoughts, the side effects of it was overwhelming, and it consumed him. Um, and he wasn't his actual self anymore. It made him take on a totally different demeanor because all he wanted to do was sleep. That's it. He couldn't maneuver, he couldn't do anything. So make sure that you express that to your psychiatrist or to your mental health worker that, hey, this is what I'm experiencing with these drugs. Can we try to alter this? Can we look at a different medication? Because I still want to be able to be myself. I just don't want to lose who I am as a person because I'm on these psychotropic drugs, and let them adjust it however many times they need to. But like Miss Rosie said, it's extremely important. If you want to just step outside for a moment for a breath of fresh air, do that. If you need to date yourself, baby, go date yourself. Go get that candlelight dinner. Go buy yourself some flowers. Whatever you have to do to make sure that you're good, you do that. Platinum D is a lady who I watch on YouTube, and she buys herself flowers every single week. If ain't nobody else gonna do it, she gonna do it. For Valentine's Day, I'm gonna make sure I got my big old box of chocolates and my candy. I mean my roses and everything else. If nobody take care of Lita, Lita got to take care of Lita. I have a child that I have to be good for. And so self-love is the best love. It begins with us loving ourselves. And so we have to love on ourselves before we can love on others.
I totally agree. And I want to piggyback off of what Miss Lita said and the caller about doing something for yourself, because that will help with the serotonin levels like in your brain. If for me personally, y'all, I don't think I've opened up about this, but I have had a questionnaire done on me for depression, anxiety, and PTSD. And with that awareness, I started actively doing things to combat that because I don't want to be put on medication. I'm still under, the military system, and there is a big chance if I'm diagnosed, they might want to prescribe that, and I don't want that. But I started to, get back into working out, doing the meditations, doing the cold therapy, and other things to help with the serotonin levels in my brain so that it could gradually increase to kind of combat those negative thoughts and stuff like that. So I totally agree with what the caller said. I don't know her name, I'm sorry, but yes, you're right. You have to start doing things for yourself to get those feel good like feelings going in your body. That's very important.
Mm-hmm. Baby, I don't care if you got to buy yourself a thing of perfume. Whatever you have to do to make sure that you're good, you do that. I'm a firm believer in buying myself some clothes, buying a purse, but I also love to buy and give to others. That's my love language. That's who I am. And that makes me feel good to be able to give to someone else. Even if I'm not there to hug on them, I send stuff out of love just to let them know, hey, baby, you was thought about today. If did nobody else tell you that you was loved, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm sending this, and I don't want anything in return. I just want you to know that you're loved. I've sent Toya and Miss Moji stuff. We send each other stuff, and it's not because we need anything. It's just to let each other know that, hey, no matter what goes on, I'm here. I'm always here.
Yep. And I love you guys too. And again, we're always here to talk to you.
Anytime you guys need it.
Yep.
So
Just give us a call. You are not by yourself.
we hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be the first of many chats that we have. Next week, we are actually looking forward to talking about the heart. And so, because the month of February is Valentine's Day, it is off. Excuse me, my phone. One thing it's gonna do is gonna ring. So y'all have to forgive me. One thing you have to realize is the month of February is Valentine's Day, but it's also health. It's about your heart, having a healthy heart. And so we will talk about that next week. And like I say, if you guys need us, you have Miss Moji's number on the screen. You have my number. If you don't have my number and you need my number again, by all means, you can email me at gangstamoji@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to send it to you. But guys, like I say, by no means are you in this alone. If you need us, please, 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 please don't hesitate to call us. Auntie Vaughn is an ordained minister, baby. I've had to call her and be like, Auntie, can you pray for me? Just pray for me, Auntie. Or I send her a text. She don't even have to know the situation, and she'll just start praying for me. And Auntie Vaughn is so powerful. Like I say, baby, I just let everything go when I call Auntie and she sends me some words of encouragement. I try to send them on a daily basis to everybody. And if I miss, somebody gonna remind me like, oh, what's going on, Miss Lita? You ain't sent this message. And I appreciate that. So again, if you guys need us, let us know. But this is just going to be the first of many chats, and we're going to talk about women's health, and we're going to continue on. So I see Crystal says she loves us. We love you more, baby. Definitely love you. Awesome Sauce said, Auntie Vaughn, you are so welcome, Auntie. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. My phone just won't stop. Miss Carmela says she got both our numbers. You can call me anytime. I don't care what time it is. Trisha, same thing. You can call me anytime, baby. If I'm asleep, which that I don't even want to hear, because I know some folks on here gonna say she don't never sleep. If I'm asleep, I will definitely get back to you.
It's very rare that she sleep, just so you guys know.
She don't sleep and she don't start running her mouth.
Oh,
Can y'all help me with my mental health dealing with this woman?
Here they go,
Can y'all help me?
This is what I deal
with this assistant
on a daily basis with these.
I just want to tell y'all, man, I really appreciate. I was downstairs listening to y'all show. I didn't want to be rude and butt in there like that, man. I think that you ladies did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job tonight, and I learned something just by listening. Like, because a lot of times, we think we know stuff about certain things, and then you listen to people talk about it, and then you get educated and be like, wow, I never heard nobody say that. Well, I never looked at it that way or whatever. So I think y'all ladies did a wonderful job tonight, man. Y'all keep up the show, man. And kudos to all y'all.
I say kudos to Miss Moji, because baby, you got the toughest job in the world dealing with Buddha. Ooh, Jesus.
Girl, please. You don't bother me at all. Let me tell you.
Combing your hair is the toughest job in the world.
I can comb through this.
Saturday is gonna be bomb, Crystal.
Ain't nothing like them buckshots you got at the back of your neck. It's the toughest job in America.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
You need a lawnmower, a tractor, a weed eater, some shears, just all that.
I want to say something real quick though. I really do. A lot of times, right? A lot of times we're busy, right? A lot of times, we have a lot going on, but please don't forget to take the time out to check on those people, that you haven't talked to in a while. Don't forget to call, your parents, your grandparents, just call people, check up on them. You're never too busy to just, call and say, hey, you good, right? I love you. Just do that.
Just a hello.
Yep.
You call people and say hello. That make a big difference in somebody's life.
And if someone calls you, stop what you're doing for a minute, talk to them just for a minute. Please listen. You never know, like why they're calling. You never know, like they could be ready to commit suicide. And then if you turn your ear and say, well, I'm busy and I'll call you back, you might not be able to call them back, right? Like they might be calling you to talk them off the ledge, so please listen. That is important.
Mm-hmm. I mean, one thing that we do on a daily basis is we all check on one another. We're going to call or we're going to text each other and we're going to talk. We're just going to say, are you good? And one thing Buddha does that he going to call.
I'm sorry, Miss Vaughn. I'm going to let y'all have y'all peace.
He ain't never gonna let us have peace. One thing Buddha gonna do, Buddha gonna send me that text and say good morning.
No, me personally, I just feel like everybody's mental health is being looked after except mine.
No, mine is the one
that needs what I have to go through, what I deal with. Y'all don't understand my troubles. Do y'all understand my struggles? Is what I'm saying. See, that's not important to y'all. See, y'all don't talking about this mental health. Y'all ain't worried about mine because I'm dealing with an assistant. Well, I'm talking about drive me up the wall.
Y'all remember I said that some of us in on Snap? Lord have mercy. Whew.
Oh, Sherry.
After dealing with him, I'll be ready to be on Snap all day, every
That's
day.
What's up. That's what's up, Sherry Duger. Appreciate you. That's what's up.
Yes. And listen, sometimes, right, we try and be super strong, but remember, it's okay, to sit down. It's okay to relax. I want to end with that. It's okay, just take a day, take a day and chill. You don't have to do so much all the time. Take it from me. I'm one of the laziest people, believe it or not. I really am. But again, please take care of yourself.
And on a serious note, guys, all bullcrap to the side, I want to say, man, I'm proud of my assistant for like what she did with this. This is her first show on this one, man. She really did a good job. And she do get on my nerves, but at the same time, it's all love. I get on her nerves as well. And man, she's a very, very dedicated, hard worker, man. And she really do care about people. So I wouldn't replace my assistant with nobody in the world. Like, she the best, man. So I just want to give a shout out to my assistant leader, man. She's a really, really good, outgoing person, for real. And it's very seldom that you meet people like that. And y'all, I mean, we all been around the block, so we know how people can be. They can be messy, unloyal, can't be trusted, all that. But she's walked a straight line with me and my family, and we've done the same in return. It's been nothing but love, good vibes, family bonding. I mean, she's really wonderful, man. So I really appreciate Lita for what she did with this section of the channel. And I'm looking forward to listening in to you ladies talk more and more, because it really was a blessing.
God and I'm happy to be here, Lita. I really wasn't about to join this. Like, I was going to be like listening in, I really wasn't going to be on the panel. So I'm happy that I did.
I am too. Y'all make sure that y'all love on my sis. She doesn't know how wonderful she is and how impactful she is. So I know Buddha probably in the background talking about, now, baby, I told you, Lita pushy. Here she go. She trying to
Lita, we and him just both looked at each other.
We just looked at each other.
Look, because I know you. I know what he gonna say. And so, but I just want her to know that she's wonderful and that her voice does have an overwhelming impact. And I don't ever want her to be so shy that she doesn't share it with others, because she's blessed beyond measures. And I just want others to experience, what I experience on a daily basis with her. Our interaction is so great, and she's such a lovable person, even in spite of who she's married to.
I love all of you guys. I really do. I'm shy. This was hard for me today, but I'm glad. I really am glad I did it. I'm not really a big phone person. I'm not really a big camera person, or trying to, be a YouTuber or any of that. But I will tell you, if you call me, I will talk to you.
That she will. I
will.
We cut up. We cut up on a regular basis. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yes, I love you, Lita, though. I really do. And I appreciate you. Like I always tell you, it feels like I've known you forever, And Toya, I love you, girl. I be texting you, and that's definitely not something I normally do.
You said Toya's messy.
No, I said Toya is a blessing.
Oh,
See,
You know that my speech is not like yours, Toya. We already talked about this. My speech not like yours. Why would I get on here and say Toya is messy? Come on now. Now I say little messy, but not you, Toya. Come on.
see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Thank
This
you,
is
Auntie
just-
Vaughn.
it's
Thank
just
you,
jokes.
everyone.
y'all are a mess. Oh no, y'all.
I really do need to open up more.
I love you guys for real, man. I love all y'all in the chat. Crystal, Auntie Vaughn, Trisha Bryson. Shout out to Trisha Bryson, Carmela, Sherry Duger, man. Just everybody in the chat. Latoya,
Baby, you
Lita,
said
my wife.
Crystal Bryson.
But no, what's her name?
Yeah,
Crystal.
that's
He be
Crystal.
butchering
It's
some
Trisha.
names.
Yeah.
Crystal Marie. You know, my eyes bad. Trisha Bryson.
He
everybody.
trying, y'all. Bear with him. He trying. He don't got his glasses on.
I might say, no telling what I might say, looking at with my
But
eyes.
he's talking to everyone in the
Yeah,
chat.
I love all y'all. That's what I'm saying. I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all. And thank you, Lita, for a good show tonight.
Yes,
man.
thank you.
Thank
This was
you.
good.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Well,
This is good. I
guys,
appreciate you.
we are definitely not going to keep you guys until
Nope.
next time. We want you guys to be blessed.
Because we
and
can
always
stay all
know-
night with you if you guys want us to.
You know, look, we cut up.
No,
Me
you
and
gotta go
Buddha
bed.
get to
What you talking
fighting.
about? There ain't gonna be no all night.
Baby,
You
I'm
gotta be in
hanging
the
out
bed.
right now.
Yeah.
Listen, listen to this. I'm hanging out. Baby,
Buddha
you
like
don't
to
let
be a
me do-
beautician, if y'all didn't know. He knows how to cut hair, even though he don't have none. So I'm just letting y'all know.
And he does my eyebrows.
My hair grow in increments, just so y'all know.
Not increments.
No, let's say it grows in patches.
I told you in increments.
It grows
At
in
certain places at
patches.
certain times. At certain places at certain times, told you that's how my hair grows. So
Oh,
I mean, it's very peculiar, but it's mine, and I'm proud of it. I wear it gracefully.
I cut his
Mine-
hair, y'all. I am his barber, and he does my eyebrows. Baby, we be over here. I'm talking about doing the
Man,
most.
it's survival.
Let me
It
tell y'all.
is survival.
It is not no survival, baby. I was getting them threaded for a little while. And
You will be there.
Hey.
Oh,
We'll be
Lord.
together.
baby, you see me on beat? Hey,
Get it,
I don't know
sis.
the words,
Oh,
but
get
every
it.
step you take to
hey.
be to- I don't know the words.
I'm not really on beat, y'all, but
You know the
hey.
words?
I can't sleep
know the
at
words.
night. I
Every
talk
little
to
step.
time.
Lord,
Listen
have
for the
mercy.
telephone.
This is the for real.
You know the words. Look.
Oh yeah, don't get me started. I know all of it.
She know the whole song from beginning to end.
Man.
Did y'all hear that? Lydia's trying to get karaoke night started up in here, y'all.
Y'all want karaoke night with me in here, baby. I'm
Y'all
a
want guys to come with a karaoke night.
no. I'll shut it
Oh.
down, baby. They gonna be gone.
No,
Listen, I sang
no.
to my daughter the other day. Happy birthday. She said that's enough.
Oh,
I said,
you
"Ooh,
know-
wow, wait a minute."
You ever sing happy birthday to me? It's a divorce for real. Don't never.
Listen, he told me that I could not sing at his wedding, and every time I try and sing, he puts his hand to his heart, like what's his name, baby? Saffron or something?
Yeah, like Sam.
Like he's dying. I'm like, you just so disrespectful.
Because you just sing this whole.
I
Thank you,
love
thank you,
you
Trisha.
all. Just kidding.
I appreciate y'all for the love, man. I appreciate y'all out for the love, man. It's hot in
We
the back,
definitely may
man.
have
I
to
gotta
do a
leave y'all alone.
karaoke night though one night, or even a spoken word. You know, somebody come up with some
Ooh.
poetry.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Don't make me start writing.
Have- have-
I love to write.
I don't never
basically
write, but
like
I come with
basically like
something.
a talent show type thing, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Karaoke, poetry, sing a song. I don't know what I don't know. It
Y'all
just
might
up
have
in
to
the
cover
air.
your well,
Y'all,
Auntie
it's so
Vaughn, you might
pitiful.
have
I can't sing, dance. I mean, I can't do nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I love to write. I absolutely love
here.
to write. I've had stuff published before. Auntie Vaughn is a
Ooh.
published writer. If
I'm
you
off the
guys
head
don't
with mine.
remember.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
straight
Auntie
off
Vaughn,
I'm straight
okay.
off the dome with mine. I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna be straight off the head with mine, like freestyle. I'm freestyle poetry.
Me too.
Oh my God. And y'all,
Mhm.
please make sure y'all go check out this big head Buddha man on Facebook. Cause
Oh, my
if
goodness.
he do this dance again, talking about COVID-19.
Girl, that's my video for real.
Oh my
Tell everybody
goodness.
my name on Facebook.
Here, I'm gonna write it in the chat.
My
for
name is
you.
RJ Clark
RJ.
on Facebook. Y'all gonna send me a friend request.
And mine is
And that-
Nicole Clark. You can come hang out with me.
And guys, look, this Facebook, it ain't gangster emoji. It's my real Facebook where you see my real face. You see me, you see my family. So a lot that kills a lot of the noise with Gangsta Moji trying to hide who he is and all that type of stuff. Go to my Facebook, send me a friend request, I'll accept it.
You've never tried to
And
hide though.
y'all
That's
see
just
me,
it.
y'all see my family and see what I be doing on Facebook, and that's what it is.
What's
We
hide for what? We was just this is just his YouTube gimmick. You know, it's not.
I'm a big Gangsta
You know,
Moji forever.
just that.
Like I'm always be behind the emoji. That's what I do. That's what I like to do. That's me.
Boom, baby.
and Crystal Wright, he definitely gonna show his face. If he don't do anything, he gonna show his face and make his mouth known. Sometimes a little too much, but you know, I ain't wanting to gossip.
There
I
they
ain't gonna
go.
hear that from me.
Y'all ain't about to start.
I'm telling you, listen. And then they always trying to pull me in the middle of their drama.
Ooh,
It don't
what
be no
today
drama.
told
Okay,
you got
Trisha.
it.
Hey, you got the best name.
It don't be no drama till Lita start running her mouth. Every time
Yeah,
she opens
send
her
me a
mouth, it
request,
just,
Sherry.
I don't know. She just baby, she got a mouth like how they say the mouth.
I
for the
hope
South.
you can find me on here.
And she is in Texas, ain't she? That's mouth for the South, right?
I guess
there.
there's a lot of Nicole Clarks, huh? On
Mouth
there.
for the South. Mine is R.J. Clark.
Yeah, I put it. So when you go to his page, you'll probably see me on there, so you can like find me
Thank
from
y'all
there
for
too.
y'all friend requests. If y'all actually sent me friend requests, man. Once
Yeah,
again,
come hang
guys,
out with us.
y'all know it's all fun and games. I talk trash about my assistant, but she know I pretty much don't mean none of it. I love it. Like I love her. She's a good person. She's family to us, man. And like I said earlier, I wouldn't trade her for the world, man. She's a very, very hard, dedicated worker, and she is really good at what she do. So I thank God for bringing Lita into our life.
And can I just say something? I appreciate you, baby. Like
Yeah,
really, like
for
I
what?
really do, because like you are like my go-to for everything. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like you
okay.
keep me like grounded. You know,
for
like you
real?
really do. And
That's
I
what's
love
up.
you for
That's
real.
what's
I
up.
really appreciate you. You guys know I've never ever in my life had a man that like has never hit me, call me out my name until I met
I'm never
him.
gonna do none of
So
that.
like I
I'm
really
never gonna
do
call you out
appreciate
your
you.
name. I'm never gonna put my hands on you, none of that.
He
Now-
makes me sit down somewhere. Like he really like is like my peace for real. He makes me sit down. He don't be liking me to do a whole bunch and you know, and I was not used to it, you know, but I am just so thankful that he did. He helped me so much.
Thank
I would
you.
say you saved me. 'Cause
Thank
I
you.
was
Now, I'm gonna say this, y'all, and Buddha, I hope you listening because it might not happen again. I appreciate you, Buddha,
Thank
because
you.
you allow me to be me. You allow me to contact you and talk crazy because we're gonna talk crazy to one another, but we crack
Right.
up and we pray, all of us as a family together, because they say a
Yep.
family that prays together stays together. We pray as a family. They
and
call
I'm
me
not
the
used to
pushy
that
one.
either. So I'm getting, you know.
Yeah, they call me
This
the
is
pushy
good. I
one.
love this.
And the family that grind together, shine together.
Exactly. And
That was
so
good.
we do all of that. We pray together. They call me the
really
pushy
do.
one, and so when I'm pushy, of course, Big Mouth over there gonna be like, "There she go again, always trying to be pushy." But you know, I appreciate y'all gotta see him when I be trying to talk Nicole into some stuff. I be the guy that on the verge of saying yes, and then here he go. Let me just go on and say she gonna say no. She gonna say yes now, but give her about a day or two, then she gonna turn around and say no. So he always looking out for Nicole. He gonna
Lita,
look out
I
for
always say yes just because I hate saying no, right? I mean, well, I'll say no, don't get me wrong. But you know, sometimes I feel like I hold myself back just
say
from
yes because.
huh?
Just say yes just because.
I'll say no because sometimes I feel like I know I should do it. And then like the other side of me, the shy me, like, you know, like will say no just because like I you know, I don't know, like I fight with myself about things, you know, like I really do because I know like, you know, I can step out there and I can help people, right? And I can talk to people. And then the other part of me is like, girl, sit down, stay in the background, you know, just chill. Because I'm like, I don't know, like being shy it's a bad thing sometimes, you know, kind of holds me back, you know.
Well, I wish
In a
I
way.
was shy sometimes because my mom always says she wish she had my
Lord
personality.
Jesus.
Hush, Buddha. Hush.
Wish you was more than shy. Wish you was quiet sometimes. Lord Jesus.
The only time you quiet is when you sleep.
Oh, whatever.
But you know what? Even though Miss Moji is shy, the only time that Miss Moji isn't shy is when she sleep. Cause she gonna tell it all just like I am in my sleep.
Girl.
Really gonna tell it all in her sleep.
I'm gonna do too much in my sleep.
She'll fight you the whole nine. Don't
I
play
really
with her.
will. I have a whole attitude problem in my sleep. I don't even know what be wrong with me. Don't
Man,
tell me nothing.
shout out to the Ewing family, man. They dropping that hot content, man. Y'all go check out that video, man. Where they reacting to those prime drinks, man. That's a good video, man. Y'all don't want to go check that video out, man. That's a good one. Because we had pretty much the same reaction as them. They had a good video.
Yeah.
For real, we did.
They really did.
And some good videos.
I really like your channel too, Toya. I actually be over there on your channel. I don't comment a lot, but I be over there. So y'all go subscribe.
She got a good YouTube presence.
You really do.
She got a really good YouTube presence. Like
I be wanting that sometimes. Like I'm proud of them.
Really good YouTube presence.
Nicole or Miss Mojo, I was just like you. I'm very shy. So until I got on YouTube, like how y'all see me now, I was not like this at all.
Well, girl, I'm glad it helped you. Yeah. When I did that workout video, I told him about 5 times. Listen, just don't post it. Don't even worry about it.
My stomach popped out.
I sure did. I said my stomach thing popped out. Edited it out.
They can see the stomach, but they can't see the yummy.
What? Oh my God. Not the yummy.
Oh my goodness.
The yummy.
He is a mess.
That's the important part.
Guys, if y'all have missed it, make sure y'all join us on Saturday mornings where we really cut up. And Gangsta Moji shows his true colors, and Miss Moji finds herself in a closet. Toya's gonna be over there trying to be shy all the time.
So we have this talk about the closet.
Look,
we're just gonna X the closet out of there.
Look, or Toya and her ashwagandha.
I'm tell y'all the truth now. Look, now we end up in that closet. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Now y'all get ready for this. Y'all brace yourself, cause I'm gonna say it. Cause we done started this now. Now me and her end up going in that closet, y'all. She gonna need that vinegar.
I can't with him. I can't. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
16-ounce bottle.
Oh God.
Hey y'all, D is right here. I think he wants to say hello.
What's up, D? What's up, fam?
I'm just not everybody. I'm gone, y'all. I'm out of the
Didn't he say that? Didn't he say that like he said 5 bites that he was done with the ice cream?
Yes, and he's never had a honey bun before, and boy, if you don't stop,
we knew that.
Come on, why y'all joking on him like that? I'm take up for the man.
Appreciate you, D.
Yeah, they always trying to jump on that.
Look, Sherry said with them thick thighs. Sherry, baby, yes, girl.
Boy, that done started. Appreciate you, D.
He got so mad at me, Sherry, when I told him, baby, your thighs looking real thick in them.
Look, they always trying to take over.
Whatever, he a hater.
They always trying to do us wrong.
See, you coming with that negativity down.
I appreciate you. Thank you for that, bro.
Get out.
Baby, I had your thighs, baby.
Oh my goodness.
You got them thighs. Thunder, gas.
So guys, keep in mind, like I said, as we closing out, we have every Monday the Spit Box that starts at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On Thursdays, we're going to be doing the talk show here, Girl Chat. And then on Saturday mornings, we have our live jam session. So that's all that we have for you guys tonight. Until next week, if we change the time or if anything's different, we'll definitely let you know. Glenn, go have several seats because I see you. But until next time, you guys have a wonderful night. Toya, I love you, sis. I will talk to you later on. D. Where is he at? See, I was finna to be nice and say I love you too, D, but now you go have a corner, okay? Go have several seats in the corner.
Y'all,
you go in the corner for 30 minutes.
They just like Gangsta Moji and Lee. They be fighting too.
All the time. But it's all love. At the end of the day, we may get mad at each other. We may put each other in a timeout, but tomorrow we'll be talking again. We'll be talking again. So until next time, guys, we love you. Y'all be blessed, and we out. Peace.
Bye,